Alright, hello, this is Gaming C400 here, and this is an unplanned video. This isn't even an episode, it's just gameplay of me and Lolcow 666. Yeah, he's called Lolcow 666. That's his YouTube channel. But I'm playing with him in this video because I've seen it in the YouTube comments, and he wanted to play a game with me. I added his Xbox Live gamer tag, and here we are playing a game together. Now there's no audio of me or his voice because we actually were talking via phone call. So for some reason it makes it so my voice and his voice doesn't record, so I'm just doing this double over here. Yeah, I'm just gonna be voicing over basically what we did. So we started off basically by chopping down some trees. This wasn't even meant to be a video, but he decided, hey, you know what, why don't we just make this a video? And I said, sure, why not? And we started a little bit later. Honestly, I don't think you guys are gonna see him in any future videos, although there's a chance he might make an appearance as a voice. I don't know. He does, it might be for my 100 Seeds series, although it's unlikely, unless I can figure something out. But here we are chopping down a bunch of trees currently, and for this video, later on we actually build a big house, but we don't complete it, and this is probably the only video which is going to be of this world. And yeah, don't expect this to be a series. This shouldn't even get any traction or views, honestly. If it does, though, shocker. Anyway, hopefully you enjoy this, by the way. This is not really planned, but who knows? Maybe this will actually do okay. I don't think it will. Oh, and also, I know the gamer tag that shows for him is Power58. Whatever the hell that means. I think it's just a randomly generated Xbox gamer tag of sorts. But it doesn't even mean anything, it seems like. So, I don't know. It's a bit odd. Anyway, for the most part, here we just chopped down a bunch of trees. I left this bit in. I cut out probably a good hour plus of footage, because a bunch of it that was cut out was, like, I think, us cutting trees and stuff. The full video was 2 hours. And it was 2 videos combined, actually, because at some point my phone nearly died, so I just stopped recording and put my phone on the charger. But that was near a boring bit, which was sped up. You'll see it later on. Anyway, we're just here chopping a bunch of trees away. I could have cut, honestly, everything out which was here and made this video way shorter if I so chose, but I'll just commentate through like 58 minutes of this, so we'll be fine. Anyway, this was our spawn area, by the way. We spawned in this flower forest, and I don't exactly remember where we go from here. We actually just start wandering off in a random direction, and we were searching for a village, although little did we know there was a village nearby, which you'll see a little later on. Honestly, I'm only spoiling some shit because I can care less about this particular world. But the thing is about that village, it had 3 diamonds in it, so if this was part of the 100 Seed series, I would have actually been a happy camper, because I would have been able to actually get some diamond, finally. And also, if this was part of it, technically 3 of the objectives would have been complete. Find diamonds, make a bed, and build a base. Oh no, 4, because we also found a village. 4 would have been complete in technical terms. But of course, this is not part of the 100 Seed series, nor am I going to cheat and say this is. It's stupid. The 2 things we didn't do in this video, though, was go to the nether and get full iron armor. Because we actually settled down on a bit, which is kind of ridiculous what we did to the place. Honestly, that bit's not really worth watching. But, it's fine. Anyway. So we just kill a bunch of mobs because we actually need the food, of course. But seriously though, this was not really the worst seed to start off with. However, here it starts to become night, and this is where things kind of get dangerous because we only had 4 wool, which means the only way for us to sleep is for one of us to leave the world, which would be Paw Power. I'm just going to refer to him as that because that's his Xbox Live gamer tag. By the way, I'll link his channel in the video, but nothing more. Anyway, if any of you want to freaking play a game alongside with me, just give me your gamer tag, and I might make a video with you. Who knows? Like this guy. Just give me your gamer tag and add me as a friend so we can actually play games. And also, I'll be playing on a phone because I don't have a fucking online for Xbox. And also here, I start to get attacked by a skeleton, and I nearly died. I only got down to 1 heart, as you can see, which really, I thought I was dead there. I actually was getting scared. I was checking my surroundings for anything else, and there was nothing, which is good. So I started to put the food in the furnace and actually smelt it. I would have cut this bit out, but I just didn't for some reason. Whew. It's gonna be difficult for me not to yawn, by the way, because I'm severely tired. But yeah, I actually start to heal here because I actually cooked the pork chop and beef. Yeah. Anyway, here you can see him. I also have my map on me, my trusty map, like you basically see in all my 100 Seeds episodes, except for the early ones, like episodes 1 and 2, I believe, because they didn't turn starting map on, which you should be able to tell. Oh man, but the reason was because I didn't think I'd want a map, but now I do want maps because they actually kind of help to navigate the terrain, and it's not cheating because it's part of your world preference. But I won't ever turn on bonus chest because it gives you loot early, which I don't want. I want to get all my loot from scratch and not early. Anyway, so he just continues following me. I specifically tell him in the call to follow me, so that's why he keeps following me. And around this point we just kept navigating this birch forest, and around this point is about where he dies, but I don't actually realize that and actually lose his location of death. At least I think it was around this area. And then later on he complains to me that I wasn't keeping watch of him because I told him to keep an eye out for me when I was smelting my food when he was around, but I didn't do the same for him, so I was a bit trolly there. Anyway, that's the reason he died. He lost basically everything he had, but it wasn't too much. The only important thing was really the map, which you'll see later on. And the reason that creeper wasn't sizzling, you know why. It should be blatantly obvious. Oof. Anyway, I give him to my furnaces here because he doesn't have any furnaces. I only really needed 2, so that's why. And this is where he starts to cook his food, and he dies because mobs kept swarming him. And this is where I abandon him, basically. Oh god. Anyway, so I keep going this way and go to a desert. Well, this isn't even a desert. I believe this was just a big ass beach mile because there was no cactus here. from what I could tell. Although I'm not sure. I'm just looking back through this footage now. I edited it down already. I'm just dubbing over everything. So if my voice continues through the cuts, it's because I've already recorded and edit everything. And this is about where he dies, and I cut here because I decide to actually continue going that direction and then go backwards because he finds a village. So I go back, and I don't want you to see all that because that will take too long. And also, it's just a long video anyway. So I didn't want this to be over an hour, so I cut as much as possible. I cut well over an hour of footage. Anyway, so this is where I find the village. He starts killing a bunch of cows. And I start murdering pigs. We just get a bunch of food here, essentially. And also, again, in that chest he found, because there was a blacksmith chest, which you'll see in about a few minutes or moments. In the chest there was diamond, 3 diamonds, 2 swords. He later gives me an iron sword because he actually forgot to around this point, and I even forgot about the sword altogether. And also he found 2 bits of iron armor. I later on take 1 piece from him. I just steal it. It's just a helmet. Found a helmet and chest plate. And oh, I forgot I even did that. Anyway, I also around this point, yeah, there's the blacksmith. And he already looted it, so that's why there's no chest there. He decided to actually take the chest away. He took away my chest privileges. What a jerk. Nah. But around this point, I'm just gathering a bunch of material. Honestly, there were a bunch of points I wanted to cut from this village segment, but I decided not to. Because might as well keep everything, right? Okay, anyway. Entertainment, 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 entertainment. Entertain us. Anyway, this is actually kind of an interesting point because, again, we're just looking around. Not really caring. And then eventually we do leave the village, but it's after we have basically been done looting it and took in everything we wanted. I tell him to follow me, so that's basically what happens next. I don't know at what point though, it's like minutes down the line. So basically you just gotta deal with all this shit. I'm not sure how you can actually get my voice and his voice in a screen recording. Maybe, again, I haven't tried Discord yet. I might just download it and make my own user just for that. And if it works, nice. If it doesn't work, oh well. Just annoying. That didn't work this time around. Here he starts sleeping. Which I wanted. So, I just come back to the village area. Because I believe I was gonna go to a bed in the village. Oh no. Never mind. I don't actually remember this bit all too well. Oh yeah. I said to him, let me see how much damage my sword does to you while doing a critical. He said it did, I think, 4 hearts. And then afterwards he comes to me and just attacks me as revenge, which is honestly understandable. It did 5 heart. Well, 5 health. 2.5. Basically. And then we actually sleep in game. I honestly deserved the hit because I was just being a dickhead. And oh man. Anyway, around this point we actually decide to leave, I believe. Although I didn't actually know which way to go, so I just picked a random direction. And I gave him a bed because one of them was meant to be his. But I was unable to give it to him initially because he died. It's kind of a good thing he died though, because he actually found the village. If it wasn't for his death, the village would have never been found. So that's a benefit. Anyway, we continue navigating the area, and we find this miniature flower forest, which is the same area in which we spawned in, I believe. So really, the area we spawned in, you just gotta walk a short distance and you find the village. Which is kinda cool. Anyway, we start wandering around and also start chopping trees down. Because we needed more wood because we were gonna build a house. I didn't know how big it was gonna be. I thought it was just gonna be a smaller house. But again, you'll end up seeing how big it is. It wasn't too big. At the same time, it wasn't small. So I chopped down this fucking douchebag. Cuts the, breaks the bee nest. I didn't do that. It was a fucking Power 58 who did it. And basically, he poisoned me. Both the bees died, obviously, but we didn't care too much about the bees. I cared more about my own health. And then I tell him he should kill some rabbits, I believe. And I think he does so. I'm not too certain. But at some point, he kills a rabbit. Which, honestly, I'm proud of him. He's all grown up. Not really. He's only 19. Well, going to be. I'm not sure when this is going to be released. But if it's released tomorrow, that's his birthday, so I guess go on his channel and tell him happy birthday if you see this. So, interesting. Oh yeah, I don't even remember what I was doing here. Oh yeah, my axe broke, and I wanted to cut more trees down, so I decided to look for some stone. When I didn't find any, I actually dug down, but here's what happens. Watch, just wait until it happens. Hold on. I'll continue commentating until it happens, and then afterwards I'll shut up and let you watch for yourself. Alright, so dig down, right? Yeah. That's what happens. And then I was at low health, so this is what happens next. Yep, I died, but with the power of magic, aka editing, I'm able to teleport right back to where I was and organize all my shit. I don't know why I left this part in, but I just did. But, anyway. Yeah, so that happened. And then, afterwards, I followed up by doing the same thing to him. By, like, double critting him, I believe. Which was fucking crazy. I just murdered him. And, honestly, I was kind of irritated with him. So, he punches me. I get my sword out. I crit him once. And the second crit, he fucking dies. And I start laughing hysterically. At that point. Of course, you're not going to hear it, but I laughed hysterically there. I left his stuff there. I only took a few things. I took the iron, and I believe I also took a helmet from him. Yeah, I also took my bread back. And I took a helmet from him and kept it. Basically, because, revenge. Plus, also, he stole my bread from me, so I'm just gonna steal it back. Anyway, around this point, I tell him to do something. I tell him to hunt me down and kill me. Basically, Minecraft manhunt. I tell him my position every few moments. Well, every few minutes. And eventually he does catch up to me. Pretty quick, actually. Which is unreal. I think it's because he was relatively close. On another thing about the death, I actually destroyed the bed I was in and had a golem kill me because I was further away if I was at the village. So I did that. Anyway, so I start running here. After I go behind that hill, that's around the point he kills me. And of course, I cut again so you don't have to deal with it. Oh no, actually, never mind. The second time I die from him killing me, which is behind the hill, that's when I destroy the bed. I remember. And have the golem kill me. I punched the golem, basically. Reason is I didn't want to start respawning at the village. I'd rather respawn at spawn. Anyway, it's not here because I haven't gone fully behind the mountain. I actually decided to go back near the front of the mountain. And also, I'm starting to realize this is a big-ass flower forest. It spans for quite a while. Or we keep looping it around. Anyway, the cobblestone's mined, so of course I can make myself a new axe. And of course this is actually what ends up letting him catch up to me. Because I was slow here, I was actually, I was making a axe, and I decided just to do it while he was hunting me down. Because I was so cocky and confident. And also made a diamond pickaxe, because he refused. Because he wanted to preserve and save the diamonds. Why though? We're gonna use those to make a portal, fool, so we can mine some obsidian. Come on. Anyway. That was a bit interesting. So, yeah, I go up here, and around the point I go behind the mountain, like about a minute later, he finally catches up to me and kills me. I didn't really think he was behind me, by the way. Until at a specific point when I realized, fuck, I'm doomed. Anyway. So about this point, I go to a flower area. Yeah. It's about this point in which I actually die. Because I wasn't really paying attention. Also, I didn't know he was near me. Also, I stopped there, which was a stupid idea. At some point, he catches me around this point. I don't exactly remember when, but it was around some time. Let's see if I can actually find it. Oh shit, that's the point. And then, of course, yeah, I cut that part out too, so you don't have to see me make the journey back. But I still make you watch me grab my stuff. Because, you gotta watch that, you know. Anyway. Around this point, he gives me the iron, I believe. And I threw those bones out because I wasn't even thinking of taming a wolf. I was just thinking of grabbing what's important and leaving what's not important behind. And at that point, I didn't even think of taming a wolf. It wasn't even an idea or a concept. Anyway, this is around when he gives me the iron sword, which he owed me at some point. Thankfully, he gave it. Which is good. Anyway. So I start organizing. Honestly, yeah, I could have cut this part out too. I don't know. It's not too late though. I could still cut this out. I'm yawning at me crazy. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Because I'm not about to edit out every single yawn I do. Anyway. 62. Anyway, we don't enter any caves in this video, by the way. And also I just showcased to him that I can one-shot cows with the iron sword, like doing a critical hit. I basically told him, hey, come over here, have a look. Look, I can one-shot a cow with a iron sword. And he's like, ooh, okay, whatever, who cares? Basically, yeah, everyone's gonna have that kind of opinion, because really, who the fuck cares? I care. Yeah. Anyway. Again, if I knew everything he'd say, I'd actually comment with what the hell he replied to me with, but our conversation was a bit retarded. It was basically like listening to two retarded, grown-ish men talk about dumbass shit, and also, it just sounded like Spence. It was not really good. It wasn't a good image. Anyway, this is about the area in which we decide to actually build. Initially, I was going to continue going past this area, but then I saw this flat ground here, and I decided I might as well just start building here. I was going to just start building at this point, but then I realized that the area is not really too flat. It's kind of a bit hillish. So, instead of me going past this point, I actually do something else. We decide we're gonna just grab some dirt from the top of that mountain and put it down here. But that turned to us destroying the entire mountain, which, we don't film the entirety of the destruction length, and we don't use creative, trust us. We don't use it, but we do actually delete the whole hill, and, the speed up process actually starts here. And when the speed up point begins, I'm actually going to shut up and let that point play because I want you to hear the sounds. So once that ends, I'm actually going to turn my recording back on. So once the speed up begins, it's going to begin right now. So just wait for it. And then afterwards, I'm going to start commentating yet again. Okay, so that's the end of that segment. And now we're just back to it. Anyway, here we are. We actually start building the house. I had more of it, the starting line being filmed, but I don't know, some weird editing fucked it up and made it so that part wouldn't show. I don't know what caused it, but it was the stupid fade effect from this editing software I'm using iMovie. And I completely forgot to disable it, so that's why a little bit of the building process is gone. It doesn't matter too much, it's like so little, it doesn't even make a difference. But, yeah, it is what it is. And, that, by the way, if there's any cuts in me building, it's because I actually, like, go away from the site and do some other shit, or, like, open my inventory. So, that explains why that happens. But, nothing much else. Anyway, I would have also sped up the process of me building the house, but I'd rather actually have you see it in real time. The only part I actually speed up from the house making process is me destroying the current floor, which is made out of dirt. That's the only part in which I actually speed up. Everything else is actually just normal speed. Because I don't actually want to speed it up. And also, this house actually is gonna have 3 floors to it. I've only built floor 1 though. Again, the rest of the building process isn't gonna be recorded. Although, if you want, I can do it. Just leave a comment saying I want you to film the rest of the house building process. And if you do, maybe I'll reconsider. But after the house is built, it's just, I'm not going to record anything else. And I'll just title that video, Building That House. Completely. But the thing is, that video is probably going to be sped up 8 times. Like here. I actually speed the footage up 8 times. Back in me time. Psych. Can't sing for shit. Anyway, oh, and also the bad omen is because a pillager actually hit me. And also, I accidentally make a shield and give it to him, and I wanted to show him how the shield works. So I try attacking him, but then I do a side swipe, which is a quick move, and it fucks him up. So I just stop after that. The reason I left that in is because I thought that was an interesting little bit. So that's why I was left behind. Anyway, around this point I'm trying to figure out where to make the doorway. But the problem is, I actually, need to cut down a little section. And I actually put it in the wrong position in my opinion. Anyway, after this point, I actually just put those 2 blocks back after I break 2 more blocks. And then there's also a sped up section, so I'm also going to shut up now. Okay, that sped up part is done, and from here on out, we actually just continue building the house. There was a cut there because I actually do something else. But here, I just start placing planks. This part I don't speed up because it's a little quicker. But I start wandering around for some unknown reason. I don't know why I cut that. Didn't cut that. I probably didn't even notice it. Anyway, I start building the floor here, and I don't really do anything else. At a point, I do run out of planks, but fortunately, Power 58 gave me more, so I was able to finish the whole floor. Initially, you know what, I was gonna call him Featuring Gaming C500 as just a little joke, but then I decided, no, that's stupid. Although, maybe there will be a Gaming C500. Who knows? Maybe I'll make him like an imposter of my world or some shit. My official Let's Play world, by the way. If I ever do, it's gonna be like occasional. It'd be a fun little evil side character. Gaming C500. Nah, that shit would be fucking hilarious, but also stupid at the same time. Who knows? Maybe I'll do that for my Let's Play series. Not the 100C series, the Minecraft series. The one in which I still need to make an episode 12 for. Because I just haven't done it yet. Anyway. I also, for some reason, the user actually left the world. They rejoined, but they just left at random. I think it was off recording. But it just happened to be it. Anyway, around here we just continue building and building and building. The Bad Omen. I never actually activate a raid. The Bad Omen just sticks with me. I honestly wish I got that part on video because it was a bit weird. They were attacking a what was it? A wandering trader, and they had no focus on me whatsoever. So when I went to kill one of them, it was focused on the trader. So when I hit it once, it turned its focus to me, obviously, but it had no time to actually attack me, and I killed it in just 3 hits. The same thing went with the other one. I thought it was after me though, and it wasn't. It just was still focused on the villager. So when I killed it, it turned its attention to me when I hit it initially, but it couldn't do anything because I was just too quick. So, you could say I was unfair to them. But at the same time, they're unfair to us. They do a fuck ton of damage, from what I know. That's all I know. It's kind of interesting. Alright. Anyway. Oh yeah, I mentioned this, I believe, already in the beginning. But, the person who's on the world with me also recorded, well, live streamed his segment. He's gonna cut the parts out which aren't this game out. He's just gonna upload the part he's playing the world with me. But he doesn't go as far into the recording as I am currently. So this bit here is only available via my channel. Plenty is available with his channel. There's actually bits I cut out which he has included, unless he cut them out as well. So if you're watching this, keep everything in and don't cut anything out from your side of the gameplay, so they have exclusive bits in which I cut for some stupid reason. Anyway, cobblestone. Oh yeah, by the way, that's proof we actually flattened the whole mountain, because there's a bunch of cobblestone in that chest. The majority of it we actually got rid of because it would have overflowed it. And also we made a mistake by getting rid of a bunch of dirt too, because we actually ended up not having enough to fill in the whole area, and we had to get some from that higher bit, that higher ground. Honestly, though, that hill, I think it took like 2 hours. Oh yeah, I forgot he even died there. It's fucking funny. And around here, I actually cut because we start chopping down a bunch of trees, and that can get boring. So I just cut that bit after I make a loop around. I don't exactly remember. It was around here I cut, right? Yeah, it's around this point. Yeah, I cut to me actually getting a second wolf. The wolves' names, by the way, are Mr. McChicken and I don't know, Shelby. Yeah, Shelby and McChicken. No, I'm kidding about the McChicken, by the way. The second one's name is Shelby, obviously, but the first one's name is Wool. Yeah, I don't know. I only say Wool because he actually killed a sheep. I don't know. So Wool and whatever the hell else I said. Shelby, there we go. Wool and Shelby. Oh god. Imagine I just named him fucking... Oh man. That'd be funny if I named him that instead. I wasn't about to do that, by the way. Anyway. By the way, this isn't going to be a long-term survival world. It's actually short-term. Which, is kind of interesting. I don't know how long this world will last. No, you can just see him walking around. And also at this point, he was just talking about random shit. And also, while we were mining the mountain, he was just playing music on his computer. While we were just mining the mountain, just to pass the time, because he said it was boring as hell, which, yeah, it was, but it doesn't really matter. Because although it was boring, I actually was just focused on the fucking thing. I didn't care how long it took. I just wanted to do it. And also, this house, it may seem short because of where I put the ceiling, but the thing about the ceiling is, the reason it's there is because there's going to be other floors on top of it. It's not the only floor of the house. There's going to be 3 floors on the surface. Underneath, I'm not sure if there's going to be a basement, but if there is, it's going to be relatively large. Not sure how big we're talking, but it's going to be relatively big. The problem is, though, there's actually like some water. There's like this little water aquifer thing underneath all this grass we're building over, which is kind of bad if you think about it. It's nothing I can do. And also, I drop a plank, so I tell Pub Power to actually grab it. To grab the one plank, because I don't know, I was acting a bit dumb. And then I actually either fall off or go down just to actually show him specifically what to do. That's why I just like come down, just because I needed to show him what I meant. But he grabbed it, so I just took it from him. Well, he gave me the one plank back, which I didn't expect. I told him he didn't have to give me the one plank back, but he just did it anyway for some unknown reason. Anyway, here I build the little staircase scaffolding so I can actually get back to the point in which I'm building. Which, even when I finished building the house, even when I finished building the house, I actually keep it there because we're still gonna build more floors. It's helpful. For me especially. Because I'm the main builder. He's just a secondary person. And also the world's, I think, called like co-op world. Co-op survival world. It's about what it's called. Anyway, around this point, we just start building more and more. And, I don't know. I'm just trying to commentate a whole bunch because on these videos where I can basically voice over, I try commentating as much as humanly possible for some stupid reason. I don't know why, because some people might actually hate that. But, yeah, that's what I like doing, I guess. It's just principle. Yeah, and about this point, basically, once this roof is finished, there's only like a little bit left of the episode, I believe. Not the episode, the video. This isn't going to be a series. So, I don't really know. Again, I would have sped this part up because this part I realize is actually slow. But I'm not going to go back and export this video multiple times just to get the 8 times speed. Because this editing software only allows me to speed a video up by 2 times. So I have to put this through the thing 3 times, I believe. That's 2, 4, yeah. I have to put it through the software 3 times just for me to get the 8 times speed. Which is kind of ridiculous. Honestly, the only reason this video is a thing is because I'm giving my perspective of the gameplay that we're doing, and Power on his channel is giving the gameplay on his side of the spectrum. Well, as long as he didn't delete the stream before doing so. If he did, well, this is the only proof of the video, and I might not even upload this. I'm not sure. There, I don't know exactly what happened, but I just know he joined. Anyway, so again, once the house is finished being built, I believe there's only a few minutes left of the video. I'm not exactly certain, but I believe that's truth. I'm not too sure though, but we'll find out in just a few moments, won't we? Oh, why didn't I cut this? Again, there's bits I should have cut, which I didn't because I actually didn't even realize. Oh no, actually, I'm lying. There's a little left after this because I actually partially get started on the second floor, but I don't finish it. I just like do a little bit of the second floor. Second floor's ceiling height is actually going to be similar to the oh, my Xbox, I didn't even realize. The second floor's height is going to be similar to the first floor's height. It might have a 1 to 2 block difference. Well, no, it's only going to have possibly a 1 block difference. Either 1 extra height or 1 less height. I forgot to check. Yeah. Anyway. Around this point it's irritating because... And it's long because I lost my axe. So, it's a long day. Not a long day, it's a long way to the top. Oh, and it starts raining around this time. But, here I actually start torching up the interior. Okay, I fully remember this now. Here I start torching up the interior, and then a little later on, I actually get to building the, second floor. And again, the second floor actually doesn't get finished. It only, like, briefly is done. I fully remember. Yeah, I have great memory, don't I? Also, something I should mention. Whenever I'm actually doing these videos, I'm not nervous to speak or any of that. It's just that I don't know how to commentate. I'm fucking shit at it. It doesn't mean I'm nervous, it just means that I suck at it. and don't really know what to say. Like, what do I say? I don't know. Most of the time I'm quiet because I'm just like, should they just enjoy the gameplay? I don't even fucking know. But we torch up the place a little. And then after we torch up the place, we cut, apparently. I forgot I did that. Yeah, I start building the second floor. I thought I left the part in where we slept. Apparently not. Anyway. So, I just placed down the rest of the wood I have. And then after all my wood's been placed, I actually, start leaving the area, and then I cut the episode because after the video is done recording, I actually stay on the world for just a little longer, get some wood, and then I just completely leave the game. Yeah. Anyway. See, yeah, so about here. Alright, so. Alright, so we actually start going out this way, and this is about where the video ends, so thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good day.